how to use law of attraction scripting to manifest your desires. It seems a little too simple, doesn't it? Grab a pen, paper, write down what you want, and get it. Shh. Yeah, right? No, right. Scripting is a really phenomenal way to use law of attraction, and this isn't just for people who've been practicing it knowingly for years. Everybody's always practicing it. This is for people who are newbies. So if you are new to law of attraction, if you're new to manifesting your desires, really this video is for you. Scripting is a way for you to put out there to the universe what you want. It includes but is more involved than just stating things in a positive way. So if you're having a hard time doing something, instead of saying this is too hard, saying I'm capable, that's what I mean, like stating things in a positive way. Scripting is really a phenomenal alternative to visualization. Not a lot of people can just immediately pop into meditation and start visualizing things and have this happen for them. So it's a good step one for beginners. It's a good thing for folks who've been practicing law of attraction for a long time to come back to. And today I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide so you will know how to do your own law of attraction script so that you can manifest what you want. If that sounds good, stick around. But first, please check and see if you're a subscriber here. And if not, click that subscribe button and the little bell so that you get notifications when we drop a video like this to help you live a happier, lower stress, more manifestation-filled life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
How to use scripting as a tool in law of attraction so that you can manifest what you want. I've been doing this for years and it always works. And I say always because it always works for me. There's several different ways that you can go about it. Today, I'm going to tell you basically how to set yourself up for it, how to do it, and the one thing that you have to have in order for it to work. Well, two things for you to have in order for it to work, because pen and paper, don't do this on the computer. Get some actual, get a pad of paper, get a pen, get some actual hard writing tools to do this with. It's just a different experience for your whole body, not only psychologically, but physiologically if you write it down with a pen and paper. So definitely get a pen and paper for this and don't just, open your computer or your tablet and type. So that's something that you need, which was not necessarily on my list, but I just thought that I should start with that because the method really does matter. Okay, so when you're going to sit down, first of all, what is a letter to the universe? It's basically your big order to the great Amazon in the sky. Like, this is what I want in my life: a new car, a love, a home, a lifestyle, whatever it is that you want, success in business, and you're putting that down. Okay, you're writing it down. You're putting it down. So we're going to now go over just the things that you need to do mentally, and then also mechanically while you're writing your letter. So first of all, when you start, do it from a place of gratitude. And I'm always asking you all to practice active gratitude in your life. And this is where it comes in. This is why it's so handy. Gratitude elevates your vibe. So you're at a higher vibe. I just had a session with one of my clients who said, yeah, I kind of feel like I'm in this lower vibe place, but all these good things are coming to me anyway. And I said, well, actually your lower vibe place is actually a much higher vibe place than you used to be. So of course you're attracting these better things. You're at a higher vibe. You just kind of hit a couple of road bumps, but it doesn't mean that you're not at a better place. He's like, oh, yeah. And part of what got him to that higher vibe place was practicing active daily gratitude. So when you sit down to write your letter, come from that place of gratitude. When you are in a vibe of gratitude, it is a very high vibe. It feels very, very good. So tap into that. You can't be coming at something with a negative vibe and be practicing gratitude simultaneously. So gratitude's really kind of the sunshine that chases away any clouds at all. Okay, so when you have your pen, when you have your paper, you just start it out, Dear Universe. And everything that you write, you're gonna want to use present tense. So you can, I guided somebody through this during a session a couple weeks ago. He was having a really hard time reconciling some things in his business. He's starting a new business, was a little frustrated. So he just had a lot to get out. So I had him start by writing, how he's feeling and what he's going through right now, because that's what he needed in his process. I usually don't recommend that. So I usually recommend that you just start with your dream. You just start with your vision. Use present tense in everything. Instead of saying, I'm going to do this thing, say, I am doing it. So if you want to manifest a trip to Hawaii, you can say, instead of saying, I'm going to go to Hawaii, you can say, I am basking in the sun in Hawaii on this amazing vacation that I've wanted and deserved for so long. See, it's just a different, it's a different writing style. So you're always going to use present tense. So that's definitely a must-do item. You're going to also want to explore your feelings during all of this. So while you're basking in the sun on the sands of that amazing resort in Hawaii, how does it feel? How does it feel? The feeling is really what you're trying to tap into here. And earlier in our intro, I said that this could be an alternative or a substitution for visualization. Visualization's doing the same thing. This is just a different type of a tool, especially for people who kind of don't really get visualization or they haven't grown in their meditation to that point. So that's what I meant. You're really accomplishing the same thing. So you want to focus on how you feel emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of the ways. How do you feel? And write that down. I feel so accomplished being on that sand. I feel so happy and content and everything. Just pour it out. How do I feel? I feel justified in how hard I worked to get here. That's good feeling. Justification, right? And make sure when you're writing this, use your five senses. How does it smell? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does the air feel like? Even where I'm sitting right now, there's a ceiling fan and I can feel the air kind of moving across my skin because I have on short sleeves. And so, write down things like that. I feel the warm island breeze kissing my skin, kissing my legs as it glits past me. I smell the smell of the whatever you're smelling there. I smell the smell of cocoa oil or cocoa butter as people are, putting on lotion to protect themselves from the sun. So really just detail as detailed as you can get about how it's impacting your five senses and how it's impacting your sixth sense, your feelings, your emotions. So important. And this is so important. Only positives. You're only writing what you do want. You aren't writing what you don't want. Like, oh, I really don't like it here, so that's why I want to be in the sand. No, you're not writing down anything that isn't what you want to bring into your existence. So acknowledging anything that you already don't want, trust me, your body and your vibe knows what you don't want. They know what you don't like. They know what you wish wasn't right there, right then. So keep it 100% positive. And lastly, if you really want this to work, other than pen and paper, remember I said there's one thing and then I was like, actually two. Okay, well, this is the one thing that I was talking about. You have to believe that this works. You have to believe that writing this down, sending this out, is going to result in bringing it to you. You have to believe. A lot of people, after I tell them how to write the letter, they're like, well, what do I do with it? There's several different things that you can do with it. I really like to put mine in an envelope, put it in a safe place, my sock drawer under the socks or our safe or somewhere like that, where I'll know where it is. And then a year later or whatever, I'll come back and I'll visit it and I'll be able to say, wow, all of this is true. And you can have more than one thing in there. You're not limited to just one thing. I used the Hawaii trip just as an example, but you're not limited to one thing. You can go back and look at it. You can keep the letters. over the years, you'll have all of these letters and you'll be like, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. Other people prefer really to send it up. So they'll take it maybe to a place outside where it's safe to light it on fire, and they really like send it up in the ashes to the universe. Like, these are my desires, bring them back to me. That's also totally fine. It's really just whatever you want to do with it. But I love keeping them so I can pull them out and be like, oh my gosh, all this happened, you know? So especially when somebody says law of attraction doesn't work, and I'm like, really? Really? Yes, it does. It always works. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, it won't work for you. And that is the truth of law of attraction. If you don't believe it, then you're not going to hold it in your hand. If this video has been of help to you, give me a thumbs up. And also, if you didn't already, please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell. All that does, it lets us know that you love us back, and it puts the notifications whenever we drop a video like this to help you live a happier life. It puts those notifications in your feed, so make sure that you subscribe. I'll see you next time that we drop a video to help you live a happier, low stress life with more manifestations and joy. See you soon.